start at the bottom, always work towards a joint. I quite like to go up the, I quite like to do feet, then we look at calves, we go into a hamstring, glutes, and then come back down through the quads. I'm going to start, Wes, with the ball. The ball is a useful tool for the feet. There are miniature versions of this, which are actually for the foot. Trigger Point do them specifically for the feet. And they use this little bumpy surface here, and they look a little bit like this. They're great little tools to have, and you can keep them. They're actually very good for things like if you're on an aeroplane. I find I get quite a lot of cramps on an aeroplane, and I don't particularly want to wear thrombosis stockings when I'm flying to hot countries. So I decide that I take one of these things or one of these balls on the plane, and I just roll my feet out. A friend of mine uses it in the cinema while he's watching a film, but whichever you choose, this is a pretty good version. So we're going to work on the two parts of the foot. We've got the medial and the lateral part of a foot. So Wes, go ahead and stand on that. There's a thing with a foot where you'll notice, and it's really about an experience you have with Trigger Point, where moving on it is equally as good as pressing on the zone. And the zone is usually, as a trainer or as a Trigger Point professional, soft tissue person, you know where that is. As a human, it's quite bespoke. Your pain points might be in different areas. Coming back to pain points, if you press on an area with something like this, and it is very painful, back off the pressure. Don't just stand on it and wince. That's not going to be particularly useful. Moving around the area of pain is quite very good. So Wes here is just going to do some passing work here. And then where Wes identifies where he's sorest, he can just then press onto that. A good rule of thumb is using a count of 4 to 5 seconds. Just nice, slow movements, and there we go. Let's move on from there.